me kill Jandam. I mean kill Jandam. Me who story be and my team drew my attention. Said, boss, we need to kill this Jandam because some people deliberately do things. Mommy, I got a video. It was one animal and two human beings, and the human beings, you know, a year. Nana ya abrefo, any kukufu, any omni abua baku were discussing some Jandam in the system. Now, mommy, I could see these two humans and one animal. Let's go for it. Let's move with this.
When you say the no say Bank of Ghana at the new levy aba.
Okay.
If you have all money me ochina. Now the true me dollar account to me Ghana. Now me could year make we at 3% of that. Are you aware?
3% of Tikan on all foreign remittances.
Exactly.
Wow.
3%. No, we say foreign remittances a dorsal. Do a better gate na no. Obeje. Why no could there? Wa more Ghana for money. Only Ghana for you. I'll call Bank of Ghana.
I was spending money transfer and I'm now getting it.
Exactly. One call Parliament and the Ghana for Akawasem. If you say Wakosha Bank of Ghana, Anna, I call Bank of Ghana policy. Which of course, in
that case, he doesn't need to go to Parliament.
Debbie, in Tiam but send your woman, yes, say, Oma throw above for no woman bad the Jew or mine. Now, can't suspected so many Ghana for a bit in here, no more can't more much Ghana for. And there was.
But is that not a very smart policy?
If you are chromophobia, can't it, you know, get your chromophobia to bottom me, or to bottom me, and you know, you're smart. Chromophobia is the action, the action or you're smart. Foreign remittances, if you're near Scaffold, 7 years can you? You see, I will see now money, a brewawo, Mredane, and I'm a crewman. $100, sir. Or no, yes, can you? What you say?
Yeah.
But I buy it for you, Saka Crano, every home.
So this is simple. Makacha Ghana for say our job is simple. It's to be gatekeepers, to clean the system, to block Jandam. You saw these two people and one animal discussing Mr. Kokofu, Nana Yabrefo, and a chain dog discussing Ghana and Sem. And in Kofo it's na Facebook na omo twatro na omo e dia dada nipa papa we Kokofu na oye the head of Ekufu at the time na on the head EPA, Environmental Protection Agency. Me kai pa okobo kronu bi e na me kan ho asem kwa me plus na frɛ me ka say oh me wo fa Kokofu afrɛ me say me no one kasa and I'm say no, that man is a thief. He's a criminal. Kwame Plus Beka is asem. I told Kwame Plus straightforward that Kokofu Yewi, the EPA now to one wabokro. I did a scandal on him, Kokofu. So these are people who are filthy liars. Now let us address the matter. Or say, and Ghana buying under NDC are buying Domahama buying. Oma introduce a new levy. Na new levy no me introduce no. A buy no ede kokwasa ehye kukuom na omoje 3% every Ghana ni bia obe send sika akọ Ghana ensem. That is what this man was saying in the presence of almost some journalists. Embre sa girl ya chimbo na ya bedi ni to okrum ha wa wosa ponchin. No see why journalism a check. And at the end journalism is basic research. And as Aponchin a chamber and I can say, hey, and there's anything na a buying suspended a transfers. This is disgusting. Like vaguely, the dada nipa a chatro, all because in their head, you know, say a country kasa obiya kwasia, so we can just lie, destroy people. Because just the basic, the fundamentals, the ethics of journalism, no. These people don't carry it. Omo ye years presenters and a small almost say monko tena radio, so they are empty. These are people I can sit in a room and teach. I'm telling you. Now let's go into the detail. As some more can almost say Bank of Ghana introduced some 3% levy and the oye transfer echo a ye Ghana as Ghana near Otia Bruchia, you better 3%. Now a buy near Cromfort and a goat calling herself say, or your journalist sits there and say, oh, an internet almost suspending money transfer. Like how? How low? How stupid can we be? Now, look at this. This is CBG Tariff Guide 2024. Consolidated Bank of Ghana. Your friend BB Tariff Guide. And your tariff guide, it's about products or features. It entails a lot. It's got to do with the banking activity. Almost charges near the day. Every single transaction be almost yes. And this document is public that anyone can pick and read. Now, my mention in 2024, my meeting can start in free. Senebeya, you will understand what I'm talking about. In 2024, City News a reporting banks begin charging up to $20 as fees on foreign currency accounts. They say in 2024, time and NPP were power. Banks in Ghana started charging $20 on omo foreign accounts. They receive Sika or Ghana. Foreign accounts says Sika if you are bruchiri bar. The moment you are sent money from America, Europe, a remittance, a Sika if you are manoni eba. How it gets to you at the end of the day, a Ghana now year. That is what we call a foreign transaction, dear bro. So we receive Sika through your Momoa. It goes through your a system before that Sika na become on. So we receive Sika every receive every banker. It still goes through a system before you receive. All the way back in 2024, banks in Ghana were charging up to $20. Now let's go into the story. Some commercial banks have begun reintroducing charges on foreign exchange accounts after they suspend these fees. Now, so we read this story. This is what it says. Some commercial banks have begun introducing charges on foreign exchange accounts after they suspended these fees under regulatory pressure. A few banks have already communicated the decision via text message and email informing clients that the new charges have been effected. These fees will vary based on currency type and account balance, with some charges reaching up to $20. Look at the last paragraph. This is what it says. It says this. City Business News has gathered that some dollar account holders have been charged a $5 fee for balance exceeding $100. This is 2024 when MPP were in power. Now, these reintroduced charges are in addition to the existing 3% charge on withdrawals. I see these reintroduced charges, which was reintroduced in 2024, are in addition to the existing 3% charge on withdrawals. So the $20 now I'm going to security say $100 in bank no, so be send away. There was already an existing charge of 3%. This is when the MPP were in power. This 3% is not new. I'll come to currently what is going on. It is when Jimmy Cra as a journalist, you step back and ask yourself, okay, was there anything like that? Were people being charged any levy when they were receiving monies from Europe, from America, in Ghana? Now, it will be recalled that some commercial banks began processes in July 2024 to close personal foreign currency savings accounts, asking clients with such account to hold their foreign currencies in an e-wallet or current account. Into banks, no crash started catching up clients and they say, you know something, this extra charge of $20 and the $20 will come in depending on the amount of money you are receiving. But the 3% tax na nasa levy on a static. Say nya dollar me Kevin Amitia, me send it $300 and not $10,000 to Obi or Ghana. Automatically, so Okoino bank from a foreign account, and I say bank foreign dollar account, 3% charge. Now that's in 2024. Now hold that. Now, so me call bank when I say omuinyi sika ne mame in dollar. What is going to happen? And they say that 3% charge, it applies. This is 2024. So me call bank when I say dollar na Kevin Taylor they are sending me mon for mame in Ghanaian cedis. The 3% does not take effect. So the 3% that existed under NPP, it took effect depending on the person coming, or it activates depending on the person coming to the counter to claim the money. Are you claiming the money in dollars, hard currency, which in Ghana we don't basically eat dollars or spend dollars? You are going to pay the 3% levy. If you say give me the dollar equivalent in cedis, then it means that 3% levy, you escape it. Now, why did the NPP government do that? Why did the Bank of Ghana such a policy on the Toho? I will show you. Now, it wasn't only CTFM that reported on this story. Mrs. I need a second story, Mrs. I'm sorry. Okay, so you want me to speak, Mrs. I need the Joy News story, because I want to show the two stories before I move on to the document itself. I think I missed one of the publications, the Joy News story, because I won't say we need to try and educate Ghanaians at Toronto Dawson, and these people idea of my yache, and it's not like omunim de omoye omuni daho deliberate and omudi yes. But you see, Omobetina TV so and almost say and the Bank of Ghana under Ekufuado. Mr. It's okay. I have the video. It's okay. Under Ekufuado. Yeah, from Joy. I think it was part of the when we're having the meeting. It came up, right, Mr. P. So pull that one for me. Now, Omobetina Omusho no so no. The normal person will create impression of person creating in the say. NDC are buying akofa levy biaba. Na sa levy na NDC are buying the abano. Omu di wia Ghana for just send the omu sikafra bruchira omu kwako yi sikano. Now they were not even specific about sikano, because this 3% levy, it wasn't hidden. It was something everybody knew. See, as a businessman or whatever, now we bank say, oh, that's all $1, you have to pay 3%. So, you don't pay the 3% on that money that you are receiving. So, how do you sit on TV and vaguely say, I buy an area Ghana for? Now, the reason why Ntia Omoka say, I buy way area Ghana for was because of this. Now, let's listen to the governor of Bank of Ghana.
In compliance with guidelines issued by the Bank of Ghana. The charge applies to withdrawals made from foreign currency accounts that were funded through transfers or check deposits. However, accounts topped up with cash deposits are exempt from the new levy. Industry analysts say the move is part of efforts by the central bank to manage foreign exchange liquidity, discourage speculative demand, and promote cash-based deposits. The new policy is expected to affect businesses and individuals who rely heavily on forex transfers and check deposits, particularly importers, exporters, and professionals receiving international remittances. Customers seeking clarification have been encouraged to contact their banks directly for more information.
So this is when the NDC came into office. Now the 3% has been moved to 5%. The 3% now a levy at that omukoyi dollar. If you dollar accounting, someone person will be in the cedis. So 3%, the NDC government, when they came to office, they moved it from 3% to 5%. Why? Because the NDC government came in office to tell Ghana for say, we cannot allow the Ghanaian market to be saturated. We don't expect to say, your system, you'll be pumping too much dollar in the system. Abra, ye cedis. So it was one of the measures Now the governor or the Bank of Ghana was putting in place to make sure say the influx of dollar into the system, the raw cash in the system, no, they limit it, because the moment you allow too much dollar, no, there's a reason why people want to have physical dollar in the system. The reason is that they want to hoard. Now, when they hoard, they wait for the dollar at the end of the day to appreciate. And then when the dollar appreciates, then they get value for that dollar they are hoarding. Now, the moment they do that, it weakens the cedi. The moment they do that, Ghana, our reserve struggles. There's a lot of pressure on our reserves. So the Bank of Ghana, in their wisdom, no, they said they were going to make it tighter. It will not be people will not be interested in going to the bank to say, no dollar account, $10,000 give me a $10,000 in dollar. No. Now, if you are going to take $10,000, now 5% levy or so. Near catcher said $10,000 in Ghanaian cedi. As a businessman, because you want to make profit, you are not going to take $8,000. You rather take $10,000 in cedi equivalent, because as we speak, the cedi is strong, and that when you go take cedi equivalent to dollar, at the end of the day, you are rather making our economy stronger. It was part of the measures the Bank of Ghana is putting in place to tighten the system. People will not fill the system with so much dollar, because we live in Ghana. Why should we be doing business in cities? We live in Ghana. Why should we be doing business in cities? Now, when you go back a little bit to 2024, Omwangasa Jandam News Network, Joy News, they reported on this matter when the NPP were in power, when the 3% levy was put in place. Now, they are trying to create the impression, say, at the Fufrobian CAB Sida in Tigana buying a crom for, and this are buying a crom for, and this are buying Riesika, and these are people who call themselves, say, Omuye intellectuals, Omuye journalists. They are not.